Hi guys, it's Nessa here. Welcome along to my video. Today we were talking about the sales market, and yesterday we popped up a quick question box on Instagram inviting you to send in some questions in relation to sales which you would like us to answer for you. So quite a few questions did come in. A few of them overlapped, or a few people asked kind of the same question, so I've condensed them down today. So hopefully your question gets answered. If it doesn't, at any time you can always DM us on any of our social media or give us a call or an email. We're always happy to give out our advice on things. Okay, so pop strength questions. If I want to bid lower than the asking price, what is your advice? Generally speaking, when a property comes on the market, the seller is always hoping to make the best possible price. So generally they're hoping to make the asking price. Within the first couple of weeks of a property being on the market, I would always find that the sellers are reluctant to accept less than the asking price. You'd have a far better chance of a property maybe that was on the market for a couple of weeks with little to no interest in. Maybe those sellers might take an offer below. If you did find a property like that, do your research and just have a look on, say, propertypriceregister.ie and just see what kind of the most recent comparables are. And if it's a thing that, say, the property has an asking price of 200,000, but like the last property in the same development had sold within the last 6 months or so at 190, well then maybe there is an opportunity for you to offer 190,000 and see does your offer get accepted on the property. So just to recap, I suppose, in the very beginning, I wouldn't really say a seller would accept an offer kind of a good bit below the asking price. So have a look and see. I hope that answered your question. Okay, are the apartments that you have for sale in Bagenstown good for investment? How far are they from Dublin? So I have 2 apartments in Rivercourt in Bagenstown, County Carlow. Are they good for investment? Yes. They are an apartment, so generally I would find investors are generally people that are purchasing apartments. Are they good for investment? Bagenstown isn't in the rent pressure zone yet, so the rents haven't been capped in Bagenstown. So yeah, it would be good for investors. The rental value of those apartments at the minute is somewhere in the region of $9 to $9.50 per month. The annual management fee contribution for the year is approximately €800. How far are they from Dublin? About an hour's drive. They're about 15 minutes from Carlow town, and I think they're about 15-20 minutes from Kenny City. But the motorway is not too far away from Bagenstown, so you could go to Dublin or Waterford quite easy. There's also a train station in Bagenstown, so they are a good opportunity for an investor. They will rent, no problem. They would suit people even that were commuting for work and things like that. And I suppose most importantly is because it's not currently in a rent pressure zone, it's probably a very good idea for an investor to purchase it. I have sold a few apartments where owner occupiers buy them, but generally they will be investors. Okay, what to look out for when buying a house off of plans? So buying a new build, what to look out for? I would say to make sure that there is a structural guarantee being sold with the property. Generally, the selling agent will tell you if there is a structural warranty or guarantee with them, and they generally last 10 years, and they would if anything is there any big structural issues in the property, and if the builder doesn't make it right, you can claim then off of the policy that you have. And you'd see it on the brochure. It's usually called like home bond or global home warranties, one of them. So that would kind of be the first thing I would say is, if you are buying a new build, to look and see, are they being sold with a warranty? The other thing is, if they're not being sold with a warranty, I know you are as a purchaser able to purchase a warranty. I know someone that bought a new build only in the last year or so in Carlow, and there was no warranty being sold with it, and they were able to, I think it was Global Home Warranties, and they were able to purchase one. I think it was somewhere in the region of €2,000, but definitely worth looking into. What else would I would say? Your snag list, to make sure that you use someone very reputable, like a local building engineer. There's quite a few of them in Carlow that we would always recommend. Sometimes when people are buying new builds, might be like, oh, my dad's friend or my girlfriend's mother's cousin is a builder, and they're just going to throw the right over the house. But I would recommend that you have a proper engineer do it. Also, when I bought my house, it was a brand new one, and when I was buying off of plans, I chose my house looking at the plans, whichever appeared to have maybe the bigger garden, or if it was an end house in a row, something like that. So I think that's if there's anything else that you're kind of wondering on that, just DM us at any time. Okay, I am overwhelmed with trying to find a property. Do you have any tips for me? Don't be overwhelmed. I know, I totally get it. We're working day to day. I'm 15 years auctioneering, and I'm on this side of it. So I kind of sometimes forget what it is like for a purchaser. It is obviously probably the biggest purchase of your life is buying a property. A couple of things I would say to you is always register your details with any selling agent in the town. In Carlow, there must be 8 if not 10 of us. So get on to everyone, leave your details, tell them exactly what you're looking for, get added onto their mailing list, have your mortgage approval in place and ready to be provided to the selling agent if you want to view the property, or definitely if you want to put a bid on the property, you will usually be asked to provide proof of funds. So have that ready to go. What else would I say? If you find a property, sometimes I know it's hard that properties sell so quick, and maybe your first or your second pick might end up not being a property you purchase because you've been outbid or something like that. And if you do find a property and you're not too sure, say what the area or the location is what I would recommend is, say at nighttime or over the weekend, drive in around through the estate or the development or the location and see what it's like. Ask the selling agent, is there any issues in the development that you should know about, antisocial behavioural issues? If I'm ever asked, I would always be totally upfront and honest. What else? Do you have any tips? Have a building survey done when you do find a property, just to make sure that there is no structural issues with the house. I think that's it. But again, I'm happy to discuss it further. By DM, phone or email, anything, it doesn't matter. Do all properties go on daft? Generally, yes, the majority of them would go on daft. Sometimes you might find that, say if I had sale agreed a property in a certain development and the neighbour a few doors down saw my sign and saw that was for sale and then sale agreed quite quick, and they might contact me and see do I have maybe an underbidder from the house of sale agreed, and I might end up selling off market a few doors down. So sometimes there is off market sales, but generally speaking the majority of properties would make their way onto daft. Do I think prices will increase in 2021? My opinion. Now, this is what I actually would have initially was going to do this video about. So someone did actually ask me what I think prices are going to go in 2021. Personally, I do think that they will continue to increase. I know yesterday I shared an article on our social media where the Independent, I think it was the SCSI, the Standard Chartered Surveyors of Ireland, their report for 2021 was released, and they've predicted, I think they said 6% increase. I'm not an economist. I don't know what it's going to be, but I definitely would say that prices are going to continue to go up because there's such a demand. We now have the new boomerang buyers, which for anyone who doesn't know, a boomerang buyer is what they're calling people, say they're from Carlow and then they've been working and renting up in Dublin for a number of years, and they've come back now and bought a property in Carlow because they can work from home, so they've boomeranged their way back to us. So because people are working from home, there's a lot more people buying down here that wouldn't have been buying down here, I suppose, over the last number of years. So definitely my opinion would be that prices will increase in 2021. What percent? I don't know. 6% is being predicted. Maybe will it be 4%, 2%? I don't know. But time will tell, and we'll see how things go throughout the year. I think that's it. We're very busy. There's not enough stuff to sell. So if you are thinking of selling, it is a very, very good time, and we always would offer a free valuation with the intent of if someone wants to put the property on the market. There's no obligation afterwards. We won't be tormenting you if it's a thing that you're your value comes in less than you kind of thought it would be worth, your house would be worth or whatever, and you're like, no, you know what, I don't want to sell it, that's grand, there's no problem, there's no fee. So if you are thinking of maybe selling, you're not sure how much your house is worth, get in touch. Our number here in the office is 059 9189881. The general email is sales@yourmoveproperties.ie. My own email is nessa@yourmoveproperties.ie. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope it answered a few questions. Sorry it went on a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I think I have a tendency to chat too much, but we'll be back to you soon. Take care, bye bye.